Hello everyone, it's Michele, and today we're gonna have a new series. Actually, what I'm gonna do is start the Armored Warfare tutorials, which will hopefully help you with some information, some kind of background, what to do with certain tanks and what to do on certain maps. As you can see, at the moment I progressed up to tier 7, which is, let's say, costly, because even if you do the retrofits, you, let's say, upgrade them and you unlock them, you're gonna need to pay a lot of cash to make these purchases. And the moment there is no indicators how much does a certain module cost until you research it. This is a big problem at this moment. Hopefully next patch the Obsidian will improve that thing. And as you can see over here, I'm gonna start with these little things as tier 1. In tier 1 is actually you're gonna get introduced with a lot of stuff. As you can see, the customization is over here. You can purchase your camo permanently, or you can get them by just credits. Now I'm not gonna waste my credits over here on these things, but at the moment you can use your base paint to apply on your tanks. And for this kind of vehicle, I'm just gonna pick these couple of things at random, and of course tomato for tomatoes, i.e. beginner players. Anyway, the first thing that you're gonna learn is to shoot actually with your thing. Let's say you have on the tutorial, you just passed the tutorial or getting familiar with the stuff. This is your dossier, and it tells you how much victories you have, how much games you played, hours, days, etc, etc. There is your PvE, and you wonder what's the PvE. That's the player versus environment, or you're playing versus AIs. Actually over here you can see your progress. For tier 1 and tier 2, actually up to tier 3 I think only have easy missions to do. As you progress around tier 3 you get, as you can see over here, dailies, missions that you're gonna do. There is your daily bonuses. If you are completing it first time, you're gonna get 40k, let's say, and if you're completing the easy mission first time, you're gonna get 32k credits. Credits are your in-game currency that you're gonna use a lot. You can use it to buy, upgrade, purchase, train crew. You can also use the gold currency to convert the experience and other stuff, but I totally recommend that you keep this thing unless you want to buy something from the dealer section, like a premium tank or a premium vehicle. For my current situation, I'm waiting for this T92, let's say, to be discounted. Be on discount actually. 650 gold. I may purchase that thing, but also I can wait and get a bit more gold, wait for this thing to get, let's say, down to 50% of the price and get it. You're gonna get those things only at the events. Anyway, let me go back to the start and talk about something like a base. This is your base. For starters, if you're not using premium account like I am, I totally recommend that you don't buy at the first time that you wanna see the premium accounts and other stuff until you are certain that you wanna invest your money and your time in the game. What I recommend is that you keep in your inventory the boost that you're gonna get during the events that you're gonna play. Unlike roller tanks, in Obsidian Armored Warfare, you can enter a lot of events with just tier 1 tank, which is good for the beginners, and that's the oversight that I think Wargaming and roller tanks done. They're not focusing on the new players, they're not focusing on the rivals, they're not focusing on giving you something to do on lower tiers. That's gonna have a huge impact on the game as a whole, while this game gives you the options to do whatever you like, whatever you want. As you're gonna see over here, we have a couple of different types of ammo for the different tanks. Heat ammo is gonna go very good against lightly armored targets, like the targets that you're gonna see, the lightly armored tanks, the lightly armored vehicles, and as you progress, I'll be covering that step by step, as you're gonna come to the oblique armor upgrades, as you're gonna come to the active anti-missile upgrades and passive missile upgrades, which are gonna be your reactive armor, your anti-missile systems, and different stuff, and other kind of weapons. So, what you got here actually is you started your two first commanders. One is actually, as you can see here, very good with passive skills like little scout vehicles. Scout vehicles always have better view range and better camouflage than their counterparts in the lightly armored tanks or even heavy armored tanks. Heavy tanks don't get any bonuses at all, while light armored tanks have some bonuses and they have some advantages like main battle tank gun, but they don't have much camo or much ammo at all. Armor, yes. And as you can see over here, these are the main differences between these two things. The type of gun that you're gonna use and situations that you're gonna use these guns are totally different. For instance, for today, we're gonna cover M113. Upgrade for this thing is you can go on the easy mission, couple of those missions, and you get the upgrade for ammo. That's one that I recommend to do first thing. And any of these tanks up to tier 8 and up, you're gonna need your ammo. A lot of different tanks are built differently. And you wanna penetrate them, you wanna get through them. I recommend that you upgrade always your cannon and your ammo as your first choice. Keep the second kind of ammo just if you want it, because these things are incendiaries and they give me a bit better chance to do some flame on the enemy tanks, while these things are disable rounds that go through the enemy tanks and destroy their modules. As you're gonna see over here, you're gonna have the over penetration factor, which means that you went through the armor from one side all to the other side of the tank and you done minimum amount of damage, but you had a situation or kind of chance to knock out some of the crews or knock out some of the modules. Also, lightly armored tanks and the armor factors comes only once you reach these things, like tier 2 main battle tanks. As you see over here by the stats, there are huge amount of differences in the armor protection of the tank. Now, let's just jump into battle with these little things and let me show you how they're used. Also, not to forget, there are retrofits. Retrofits are the things that gives you much more punch, much more power for your tanks and your vehicles. There are different kind of retrofits that you're gonna use on different vehicles. Depending on what your role is as a vehicle, what your type of vehicle is, you're gonna use different kind of retrofits and the system that you have available for your retrofits. Some give protection, some give mobility, some give penetration. As you can see over here, they are divided in armor, firepower, mobility, and technology. Any kind of these things gives you different bonuses, as you can see over here. With right kind of commander and right kind of retrofits, you can do massive amount of damage to the enemies. Now, let's jump into battle and see how the things are. Welcome to the live gameplay. Oh crap. After having a good gameplay, live recording with my own narration or my own language, I'm just gonna try to repeat that thing, but it's just impossible, as you can see. And I'll try at least my best now. Anyway, same map, same rules as in the previous narration. I'm live, by the way. This isn't pre-recorded. You're gonna see over here, main battle tanks go up to the sea line. Light armored vehicles, TDs, go on the H line near the bridge. You need to cover that line, you need to spot anything that goes over that line. And that's your role as a light tank or light armored fighting vehicle in this kind of situation. You can also back up the heavy tank push on the north, but you're gonna encounter a lot of stiff opposition and you're gonna have problems with penetrating them. Every map that you're playing, every map actually that you're playing has its own rules, has its own situational system where you need to place a certain tank in a certain position to be mostly effective on the battlefield. And so it is with this map. So at the moment I'm going down to the J line to cover it. And as you're seeing over here, you don't see anything now at the moment, but I expect that there is gonna be some enemy opposition, and hopefully it's gonna be stupid like that to stay in the open and give us free shots. Yeah, it's giving us free shots. It will be rude not to use them and not to exploit them. Keep in mind, when you see the eye above your head, that means you're spotted, like that guy over there, and You are target for the enemy. Go back, run away, hide. Eye still up on me so they can see my silhouette, and now I'm safe. Oh crap. That was close. Okay, let's try to spot this guy without getting spotted at all. Some blind fire over there. Trying to get the enemy a bit up. And this kind of game sounds familiar, or looks familiar at the moment. This is how I lost the previous game. North was obliterated and we couldn't do anything. And we had a bunch of campers over there. In my own opinion, that thing is useless. Camping, okay, but you can only camp with certain kind of tanks. You can't camp with all tanks that you want. You can play as you want, but I think that you must use your role as a scout or as a medium tank or as a heavy tank to the maximum. And saw it over there, we marked the enemy target and got much more bigger penetration and damage on it, and much more assistance. And once you mark your enemies with the armor fighting vehicle, or you get marked, you're gonna receive increased amount of damage over time, and the enemy will see you, or you will see the enemy for next 15 seconds maximum. Oh yeah, the dragon has just nailed my own scout. So this is a big problem for me, because I'm now forced to beat scout and all the things at the same time. I'm now forced to be aggressive and passive at the same situation and same moment. As you can see over there, that's a bit tricky because the LAV 150 can see me. It's tier 2 scout and I'm tier 1, and just got more bitter hiding. And over there at the moment we have not just him but his dragon friend as well to back him up. And I'm trying to use his disadvantages, like having not royal tracks, just wheels, and I'm trying to use my rate of fire on it to get him before he gets me. Unfortunately he has much more HP and he can get me much easier than I can get him. Luckily I live to tell the tale. 7 hit points. This was close, bloody close. I was wondering what the heck are my team doing. Peeling bananas maybe. I don't know. Ask them, maybe they'll tell you. They won't tell me shit anything. Let's mark this guy and let's get if he's gonna show his ass to us. He's not gonna want to do that. Fortunately, I'm done. Dragon coming in. Can't follow his turn. He can easily one-shot me. He only needs to get lucky once. Well, I need to pepper him little by little, and I need help as much as possible, as fast as possible, and my team doesn't give a shit, looks like. Yeah, there it is. He's going down that direction, and ah crap, I'm dead. Oh, he bounced. He bounced. He bounced off a tier 1 lightly armored fighting vehicle against a tier 3 tank destroyer. Oh great. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. 3 kills, 7 HP. Oh crap, don't tell me I'm gonna carry this game again. Somehow I have some luck with this kind of maps. I don't know what it is. And now I have T62 over there and M113. M113 was on low HP, but I need to get him before I can get the others, because he can spot better than the enemy main battle tanks, and I have problems with my gun depression. Can't get my gun on him. At least I can mark him and try something ridiculously crazy and get my 4th kill. Oh man, this looks easy. I got a bit of luck over there when the enemy bounced. I don't know if I'm gonna pay that luck. In the meantime, let's use it to the maximum. Okay, M113 again. Crossing over. Let's use up this little terrain advantage between these rail cars to get the enemy shots on the enemy. 3 shots on the enemy are always the good shots on the enemy. he's gonna go up and down to the 59 legend. If he's not senile or something else, he's gonna react accordingly to the enemy threat. But nope, he's got 2 guys on him, and I don't know what the heck are my team doing at the moment. Again, I'm just clueless. How the hell are we losing this thing, and how the hell are we, the enemy, getting our base? Maybe tier 1, which is unfortunately crazy. I'm seeing the same stuff on the high tier gameplay as tier 6. Okay, can I get my 5th kill? What do you think? That's the enemy, 113. I'm 7 HP, he's full HP. Though he has to run. Okay, now follow him. He needs to get lucky once, but I got him. No, the other way I got him. Well, what can I say? 4 kills on 7 HP. What do you want from me anymore? Anyway, it's a victory, right? At least I did something over here. At least I held the corner of the map, which was threatened to be annihilated. I was mostly solo versus tier 3 enemy tank destroyer, tier 2 fighting vehicle, and a couple other things. And as you see over here, I got the gold medal, which means I'm the highest reputation on the winning team. And a recon medal. That means I have at least 7 enemies spotted. So, if you're gonna play this game accordingly, use your tanks accordingly to your map, to your situational awareness, and to the other stuff. And this is what you can achieve if you get a bit of luck and a bit of skill combined. 2.8k damage done in a tier 1, in a tier 3 matchmaking. This is just abysmal. Tier 3 playing worse than a tier 1, yes, right. Now, maximum amount of experience, maximum amount of damage, details, all okay, couple of medals, nothing too serious. But at least I hope this showcases for you how to play the tank, how to play the game, and what to do in the game once you start the game actually. So I hope you're looking forward to the next videos, for the next tanks, next gameplay, live recording like this one. And in the meantime, like if you do, subscribe if you want to see more. Catch you all next time. And until then, happy hunting.